The theme for the month of December was Neighborhood Connections. Our Dirksen community, which included the students and staff, really banded together to add resources to the District 54 Crisis Fund. Thanks to all of your generous donations, we were able to raise enough money to support multiple families this holiday season. We can continue our neighborhood connections beyond the month of December. The window to provide financial support for these families will continue to be open. Let's continue to make a difference.
When we return to school in January, our theme is going to be Never Give Up. We have some staff members here to share a time that they never gave up when facing a challenge.
Something that has been challenging for me is going back to school for myself during these times while I'm teaching kindergarten. But then I remember how lucky I am to keep learning and to become a better kindergarten teacher for my students.
One thing for me is learning how to use Zoom appropriately with all of the kids. It's been a challenge for me, but every day I'm learning and I'm finding new ways to connect with the kids and have them connect with each other. So it's very beneficial for all of our kids to be on Zoom and be together again.
A challenge I had is when I went off to college and I was feeling really homesick and overwhelmed by all of the work I had to do. And I thought about giving up, but I was so happy that I stuck with it because now I get to be a teacher to awesome second graders.
The time that I persevered through a struggle was when I was in elementary school, just like all of you are right now. When I was in 6th grade, I was trying out for a competitive cheerleading team, and I had to have a skill for the team that I wanted to make. And I didn't have the skill. So I told my parents, and my dad told me that I didn't have the skill yet, and that by the time tryouts came around, I would have it. Each day after school, I worked with my dad for hours and hours. And every day I got closer to getting the skill. And when tryouts finally came around, I finally got the skill I needed. And when I felt like giving up, I didn't. And in the end, my hard work paid off and I made the team that I wanted to. And even better than that, I gained 2 new skills, a standing back tuck and the power to never give up.
One of the many obstacles that I have faced in my life is when I broke my right ankle 5 years ago. I was in the process of moving and it was just a fluke accident, but I broke it on both of my ankle bones, and I've had 4 surgeries since. It's never been the same, but I've learned through a lot of, through my peers and my family and my support systems that you really have to look at the positives in life, because otherwise you could get stuck in such a, low rut, not a very positive place. But it's so important to lean on the people that you love and you trust, especially during situations like we're facing today.
This year has been quite challenging for me, especially because I don't have students in my classroom and we're working from home. At least some of us are. It's been really challenging to have a positive mindset every single day, especially while we're on Zoom. And even when students might not be there, might not have their camera. So something that I've done every single day, especially with my students, is say our gratitudes. We each like to share at least one gratitude every single day to remember the things that are good right now, the things that are making us happy, that are positive, especially in a really hard time that we're faced with right now, being at home, being away from our family and friends. So make sure, write down a positive note every single day, something that makes you happy.
One time that I persevered was when I wanted to get my students more engaged with their learning during this distance learning time and to show how much they've learned in a creative way. And so I went to my 6th grade team and I said, hey, what ideas do you guys have? I went to some people that I trust and came up with using Google Jamboard. And we've been using that weekly to show our thinking and to make the students feel more accountable with their learning. And so a time that I've had a challenge, I went to the people that I trusted and that I needed some collaboration with, and it helped and the students became more engaged. So that was my end goal.
As we think about overcoming challenges, your teachers have noticed that even though school looks different this year, so many of you show up each day with your cameras on and you work hard to complete your work. When Miss Court and Miss Mandarino heard about this, our amazing Dolphins working so hard, they wanted to share some exciting news with you.
Hey, Mrs. Mandarino, I'm curious, have you heard how our Dolphins are doing with remote learning?
Oh my gosh, it's funny you should ask because, the teachers have recently been telling us about the students just showing up to their Zoom meetings and keeping their cameras on and even doing their assignments. And I know there's a lot of them.
I am so proud that our Dolphins are doing such a great job. Do you know what I miss, Mrs. Mandarino?
Oh gosh, I'm not sure. It could be one of so many things. What are you thinking about, Miss Court?
Do you remember how we pulled names out of a bag at PBIS raffles to see who won some fabulous prizes? Do you think there's a way we can do that again?
Well, it's, funny you say that. As a matter of fact, the teachers can actually put names of their students into a raffle who are coming to their Zoom meetings, keeping their cameras on, and completing their assignments.
So we can pick the winners and they'll get their prizes like they did before?
You got it. We know where our Dolphins live, so when we pick a winner, we can send a prize to their house. Don't you think our students would get excited if a prize from Dirksen arrived right at their house?
Oh, I think so. Okay, Dirksen Dolphins, let's review the 3 things that you need to do in order to get your name in the raffle. Number 1, attend your Zoom meetings. Number 2, keep your cameras turned on when you're able. And number 3, complete your assignments.
Well, and we do know that our kids have already been doing this. So do you know, boys and girls, your teachers have secretly already been putting your names in the raffle. And they're right here. Miss Court, do you think we could pick a couple names right now?
Yes.
All right, let me pick some good ones. Oh my gosh, there's so many in here. Go ahead and read it, Miss Court.
All right. From kindergarten, drum roll, please. Room 101, Mila.
All right, next one. Got it, Miss Court?
I got it, thank you. From first grade, in room 119, we have Jacob.
Woo-hoo. All right, let me get another one. I'm gonna dig down deep.
Okay. From second grade, in room 109, we have Emily.
All right, our next one. Whew. Oh, yes. All right, go ahead. Read that one.
All right, in third grade, from room 106, we have Eiley.
All right, let me see if I can find a fourth grade one.
All right, good luck.
I got one.
All right, fourth grade, from room 203, Jackie. Can you find a fifth grade one in there, Mrs. Mandarino?
Sure did. Go ahead and tell us who it is.
All righty, from room 219, Eimer.
All right. And you know what? One of them just fell out, but it happened to be a sixth grader. That's who we need still, right?
That's who we need. Awesome.
All right, read it.
All right, from room 210, Miss Savannah. Congratulations, Dolphins. You can expect those prizes to come to your house. How will they arrive? I don't know.
It will be a surprise. Well, boys and girls, we look forward to having even more tickets in our next raffle because of your hard work.
And now to conclude the assembly, the Dirksen staff has put together a 2020 version of a Dirksen favorite, the 12 Days of Dirksen. Have a wonderful break, Dolphins.